Well, hello and how are ya? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? This is Thursday, January the 2nd. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Kathy King, Karen Sander, and Shenandoah French. So, without the further ado, here are a birthday song for the three of you. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You know, Kathy and Karen, Shenandoah. Yeah, you got a brand new year under your belt today, so happy birthday to you today. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You know, you just passed up another year today. So happy birthday to you, I say. Had me need more. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha. And I got a friend anniversary shout out going out to Tina Cool. Tina Cool, happy friend anniversary to you, girl. All right, all right, all right. Hey, somebody, wait a minute. I don't need that. Wait a minute. Somehow or another, birthdays, yeah. Oh, Kathy King, yeah, that's her. All right, just had to do that. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am, I did. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Lordy, Lordy, have mercy on me. How about some weather? How about some St. Charles local weather, that is? How about the local weather forecast for the next 5 days? Yes, that's right. We're going to give you the next 5 day forecast right here, and we're going to give it to you right now. Let's see, tonight, January the 2nd, cloudy, low skies, around low temperatures around 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. Now for your Friday, January 3rd forecast. Cloudy skies, highs around 43 degrees, winds north to northwest at 10 to 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies overnight, a few flurries or snow showers possible. Lows around 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be out of the west to the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. I guess they'd be out of the east if they're blowing west to northwest. All right, Saturday, January 4th, cloudy skies early will become partly cloudy later in the day. A few snow flurries are quite possible, or snow showers. Highs around 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Then clear skies overnight. Lows around 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be southwest at 10 to 15, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Backwards, not 10 to 15, but 5 to 10. Ha 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 ha. Sunday, January 5th. That's the day that comes after the 4th. Mainly sunny skies, highs around 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And so, therefore, we'll bring you into Sunday night. A few clouds overnight, lows around 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Boy, this boot and foot is trying to kill me. Ow, 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 ow. Got a muscle spasm jumping hard on my leg. All right, anyway, Monday, January 6th, intervals of clouds and sunshine, highs around near 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then cloudy early in the day with periods of cloudy early with partial cloudiness expected, partial clearing expected late in the evening. A few flu stories. Boy, this weather, boy, I tell you what, Monday is going to be one humdinger of a weather day. Intervals of clouds and sunshine, highs near 50, wind south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Would you believe it? And then Monday night, cloudy early with partial clearing expected late. A few flurries or snow showers are quite possible. Lows around 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Tuesday, January 7th, intervals of clouds and sunshine. Highs around 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies and lows overnight around 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. That wraps up your 5 day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Ha 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 ha. All right. Hey, you know what? I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the 2622. Let me make sure that's them. 2622 VFW post. Nope, that one's in Vienna Vista. Vienna Vista. I want it from there. Which one is it? It's 2866. That's what it is. 2866 VFW post. Aha, right here in St. Charles, Missouri. That's right. They're located at 66 VFW Lane, St. Charles, Missouri, 63303. That's 63303. Yes, sir. I tell you what, they sent me a new friend. Friend named Vito. That's right, Vito. He's a jack of all trades, and well, my bed was broken. And Vito, he came out and repaired my bed, and I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the VFW post of 2866 for allowing me to have such a favor in with you guys because, well, I know you guys are out there for us, fighting for us every day. You already put your life on the line once for us, and then to come through with something like this here really is a heartwarming thing to me, and I just wanted to let you know I appreciated it. If there are any veterans of foreign wars who would like to get into a group with a bunch of great people, join the VFW post out there at 66 VFW Lane, out there off of Highway 94, Old 94, that is. Right, just before you get to the corner of what is that? Himsath back there? No, it's right at the corner of just before you get to the corner of Mugi. Yeah, that's it. Just before you get to the corner of Mugi Road. Ha 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 ha. And you can look out to your right and you can see the helicopter or a tank. I think it's a tank. I think they've got a tank out there. Pretty sure they've got a tank. Could be a helicopter though. Could be a helicopter. Just went to a wedding out that way not too long ago either. I'm not sure what it is that I'm looking at. For sure, for sure. Well, it used to be a helicopter or a tank out there. Well, okay, let's put it this way. The picture that I'm looking at is what? How old is this picture? Come on, tell me. Tell me how old the picture is. It's not going to tell me. Google Image used to tell me how old it was. But anyway, I thought they had a tank or a helicopter. They got a baseball field. Anyway, right after Santa Maria Street and before Camp Lane, you can pull right on in there and work your way right on back to the VFW Hall. That's right. On VFW Lane. That's right. That's right. It's a beautiful place. Yeah, there's the tank right up there by the front of the road. I was looking way back by the building. It is a tank. It is a tank. Aha! I knowed it. I knowed it. They had a tank back in there. I got to wheel around in that there wheelchair. I wheeled around in my wheelchair because they had a wedding in that little gazebo. That's right. The Zumbell Township gazebo. Okay. It was a beautiful little wedding, too. Anyway, thank you, fellers. I really appreciate it. Again, I should say thank you because now I'm going to be able to sleep at night. Sleep at night. There is a song that's got those words in it. Sleep at night. I don't know what the song is. Anyway, how about if I throw off a few tunes? How about just this tune in particular? It's a talkie. It's a talkie, and my dad likes it when I do it because, well, he does it. He does it a lot. The VFW guys, you guys might recognize it because, well, my dad comes out there on occasion. His name's John Briscoe, that is. Anyway, I I tell you what else I found out there at that VFW hall. Oh, I mean that VFW. Um, uh, 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 it's a post, not a hall. Anyway, that VFW post, I found out about my benefits. That's right, they had a beneficial meeting one time, which was quite beneficial to me because they were asking and talking about the your benefits that you get from the military. Well, when I was in the military, I was in during the Montgomery GI Bill. And under the Montgomery GI Bill, you had to be in for over 2 years or something like that, and I didn't quite make that. And so they uh, weren't allowing me to have my benefits. Now, I was a medically discharged veteran, and so therefore I should have had all my benefits. They wouldn't let me have them. Now, I did get a homeowner's loan, VFW grant, home, not a VFW grant, a VA home loan, which is still in an envelope somewhere, waiting to be used for the VA home that I never did use it for, and because I just checked into it basically. But they weren't allowing me to have my education. You see, my education was failing because, well, I figured I should have got it, and my dad figured I should have got it, and I didn't know anything about it until I reached out to them at their meeting. I went out there and I said, "Hello, and how are you? My name is Shenandoah Briscoe, and I am out here trying to find out a little bit of information." And they said, "Well, we're here to provide you with that information. Why don't you contact your PVA representative?" And I said, "What? What is a PVA representative?" They said, "Why, that's your Paralyzed Veterans of America representative." And I had no idea what one was. But I soon found out. Paralyzed Veterans of America, those are the one fellers that you talk to that will get to make sure that the VA is taking care of you properly. And well, when I looked into it, the VA, my PVA feller looked into my case, and he said, "Why, sure, you should have had your school loans long time ago." But in that situation, so I ended up getting my school loans, but it was prorated because I'd been out of the military for way too long, which was not a good thing. Uh, but either how, I did miss out on a lot of my school loan, but that's okay. I got educated at St. Charles. Uh, 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 my education failed me because I don't even know what school I went. St. Charles Community College, that's where I went to school at and was educated, uh, partially in kind of all kinds of stuff. And then that wasn't quite good enough for me, so I went over to drafting school over at Missouri Tech in Bridgeton, and not Bridgeton, but oh, come on, I know where it's at. Oh well, a friend of mine lives over that way. He's probably yelling at me on the thing, saying, "Hey, it's by my house. It's by my house." Yeah, I know it's by your house. Anyway, I went over there to tech school, and I learned all about drafting and whatnot, computer aided drafting. Yes. And then by the time I got out of school and got finished with school, I was ready to go. Boy, I tell you, I come out and went to go to my first job, and they said, "Oh, you studied um what did I study? You studied uh uh AutoCAD." And I said, "Yes, I did." They said, "It's obsolete." And I said, "What?" They said, "Yeah, AutoCAD's obsolete. Nobody uses AutoCAD no more." And so there you have it. I had AutoCAD studying and training and everything, and then it was useless to me when I got out of it. So that's the way most of your electronics and stuffs go. Anytime you do Anytime you learn your electronics and whatnot, that's where it ends up. It's just useless. You may as well not have went to school at all anyway, because the program that you're studying under is going to be bad by the time you get out. So, anyway, it was. That's beside the point. Anyway, bed's working great, going up and down, head goes up and down. I'm gonna be able to be comfortable and sleep well tonight. So, thank you again, PVA. PVA. Yes, sir, Bob. I'm going to get that right. Post number 2866. Alrighty. Thank you. Now, I was going to sing a song called Desert Pete. Song lyrics, Desert Pete. And here it goes. I was traveling west of Buckskin on my way to a cattle run, crossing a little cactus desert under a hot blistering sun. I was thirsty down to my toenails and stopped to rest me on a stump. But I tell you, I just couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that water pump. Well, I took it to be a mirage at first. It'll fool a thirsty man. But then I saw a note stuck there in a baking powder can. Well, this pump is old, the note began, but she works, so give her a try. I put a new sucker and washer in there, and you might find the leather dry. Now you've got to prime the pump. You must have faith and believe. You must give of yourself before you're worthy to be saved. Drink all the water you can hold. Wash your face, cool your feet. Leave the bottle full for others. Thank you kindly, Desert Pete. Yeah, you'll have to prime the pump and work that handle like there's a fire. Underneath that rock, you'll find some water that I left there in a bitters jar. Now, there's just enough to prime it with, so don't you go a-drinking first. Just pour it in and pump like mad, and, buddy, you'll quench your thirst. You've got to prime the pump. You must have faith and believe. You must give of yourself before you're worthy to receive. Drink all the water you can hold. Wash your face, cool your feet. Leave the bottle full for others. Thank you kindly, Desert Pete. Well, I found that jar, and I tell you, there was nothing ever prettier to my eyes. And I was tempted strong to drink it, because, well, that pump, it looked mighty dry. But the note went on, have faith, my friend. There's water down below. You gotta give until you get, and, well, I'm the one that ought to know. So I poured in that jar, and I started a pumping, and I heard a beautiful sound of water bubbling and splashing up out of that hole in the ground. I took off my shoes, and I drunk my fill of that cool, refreshing treat. And I thanked the Lord, and I thanked that pump, and I thanked old Desert Pete. You got to prime the pump. You must have faith and believe. You must give of yourself, for you're worthy to receive. Drink all the water you can hold. Wash your face, cool your feet. Leave the bottle full for others. Thank you kindly, Desert Pete. Drink all the water you can hold. Wash your face, cool your feet. Leave the bottle full for others. Thank you kindly, Desert Pete. There you go. I think that was the Kingston Trio done that. It was. It sure was. The Kingston Trio. Boy. And here I thought it was a Jimmy Driftwood song. Jimmy Driftwood, speaking of him, now that there feller could sing. He wrote all kinds of songs, and one of those songs was, now I ain't got the lyrics in front of me, so I'm going to just have to ad-lib her, because, well, it's been a long time since I've seen the lyrics. But here we go. It's going to go something like this. Oh, Lucy like the ladle and a dine and rock the cradle, and it's farewell, my sissy cow, goodbye, my honey. I'm sitting in a corner, and I guess I'm a goner. It's farewell, my sissy gal, I'm gone. Well, I got a wife around here that's got corns on her toes as big as goose eggs. Now, that don't affect her appetite none, 'cause, well, she can eat a dozen biscuits and a gallon of molasses any old sitting down. Ah, Lucy like the ladle and a dine and rock the cradle, and it's farewell, my Susie gal, Goodbye, my honey. I'm sitting in a corner and I guess I'm a goner. It's farewell, my Susie gal, I'm gone. Well, one day we ran out of biscuits and molasses, and well, my wife, she felt like sending me down to the confectionery store to pick up some more. And I went on down there, and I got down there, and I realized that I didn't have nothing to carry 'em in except my old hat. Well, I just took it off my head, and I put the biscuits in there and had 'em lather 'em up with some molasses, and I slipped that hat right back on top of my head. And I started out down the road a piece, and pretty soon I felt something come crawling down the side of my face. Well, I just took that in, and it was good. It was molasses. Well, a piece further down the road, I felt something come crawling down the other side of my face, but I didn't and take that one in because, why, that was a fly. Oh, Lucy licked the ladle and the dine rocked the cradle, and it's farewell, my Susie gal, goodbye, my honey. I'm sitting in a corner, and I guess I'm a goner. It's farewell, my Susie gal, I'm gone. Well, I tell you what, when I'd come down the road a piece, I was getting pretty close to the home, and I saw that bulldog. Well, me and that bulldog, we never did get along too well, and, well, he started a taking out after me nippity took. Now, some of you city folks, you may not know what I mean by nippity took, but that means that bulldog, he nipped and he took the seat out of my right new pants. Oh, Lucy licked the ladle and a dine and rocked the cradle, and it's farewell, my Susie gal, goodbye, my honey. I'm sitting in a corner, and I guess I'm a goner. It's farewell, my Susie gal, I'm gone. Well, I tell you, we were going down the road, me and that bulldog, and I tell you what, I come across an Arkansas mud puddle. Now, I had to stop and look, and I thought, boy, I don't know if I can make that or not. But I'd heard tell that you can do anything if you got your confidence with you. And well, I looked back over my shoulder and I saw that bulldog a-coming. Well, I decided that that was confidence enough. So what I done was I took out a running and I jumped and I landed smack dab in the middle of that there mud puddle. It went plumb up to my ankles. Now you may not think that that's very deep, but then again, you don't know which end I landed on. Ah, Lucy licked the ladle and a dine and rocked the cradle, and it's farewell, my Susie gal, goodbye, my honey. I'm sitting in a corner, and I guess I'm a goner. It's farewell, my Susie gal, I'm gone. Well, you know what? Me and my wife have lived around this town for quite some time, and we felt like she'd been opening the beauty shop, and I opened up the barber shop, and we were doing pretty well, I guess, but not quite well enough. And so I opened up the First National Bank with a crowbar, and they opened up the first the jailhouse door for me, and well, I wasn't in there but 7 days until I broke out with a 7-year itch. Oh, Lucy licked the ladle and a dine and rocked the cradle, and it's farewell, my Susie gal, goodbye, my honey. I'm sitting in a corner, and I guess I'm a goner. It's farewell, my Susie gal, I'm gone. Well, my mother-in-law, I tell you what, friends, she loved me better than the rest of her sons-in-laws, and I know this because when she died, she left me a lot and a house, a doghouse, and a lot of pups. Oh, Lucy licked the ladle and rocked the cradle, and it's farewell, my Susie gal, goodbye, my honey. I'm sitting in a corner, and I guess I'm a goner. It's farewell, my Susie gal, I'm gone. I said it's farewell, my Susie gal, I'm gone. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do. He plays that with a whatchamacallit, mouth bow. And it kind of sounds like this, pick-a-doring, 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 doring, 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 burn, dick-a-doring, dick-a-doring, ding, doring, doring, dick-a-ding, doring, 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 doring. Oh, Lucy licked the ladle and down and rocked the cradle, and it's farewell, my Susie gal, goodbye, my honey. I'm sitting in a corner, and I guess I'm a goner. Farewell, my Susie gal, I'm gone. Pick-a-doring, doring, ding, pick-a-doring, doring, pick-a-dick-a-doring, doring, pick-a-doring, 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 doring, ding, doring, doring, doring. Anyway, that's the way it goes. Sure enough. Anyway, how about another talkie song? How about another talkie song? Do I have another talkie song? Sure enough, do. How about Um, how about the Phantom 309 song lyrics? Song lyrics. Song lyrics, Phantom 309. There we go. We'll do it that way. Ah ha ah ha. Ah ha ah ha. It's another talkie, and it goes like this. I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck, and things didn't work out, and I was kind of down on my luck. Got tired of roaming and bumming around, so I started thumbing back east to my hometown. I made a lot of miles that first day, and I figured I'd be home in a week or so, if my luck held out that way. But that third night I got stranded away out of town, at a cold, lonely crossroads, with the rain pouring down. I was hungry and freezing, and done caught a chill, when the lights of a big semi topped the hill. Lord, I was sure glad to hear them air brakes come on, and I climbed up in that cab where I knew it'd be warm. At the wheel sat a big man, he weighed about 210. He stuck out his hand and he said with a grin, Big Joe's the name, and I told him mine. And he said, the name of my rig is the Phantom 309. I asked him why he called his rig such a name, and he said, son, this old Mac can put 'em all to shame. There ain't a driver or a rig running any line. Ain't seen nothing but taillights from the Phantom 309. Well, we rode and we talked the better part of the night when the lights of a truck stop came into sight. He said, I'm sorry, son, this is where you go, 'cause I gotta make a turn just up the road. Well, he tossed me a dime and he pulled her into low and he said, have yourself a cup on old Big Joe. Then Joe and his rig roared out into the night. In nothing flat, he was clean out of sight. Well, I went inside and ordered up me a cup and told the waiter Big Joe was setting me up. Oh, and you could have heard a pin drop, and it got deathly quiet. And the waiter's face turned kind of white. Well, did I say something wrong? I said with a halfway grin. He said, no, this happens every now and then. Every driver in here knows Big Joe. But, son, let me tell you something that happened about 10 years ago. At the crossroads tonight where you flagged him down, there was a busload of kids coming from town. And they were right in the middle when Big Joe topped that hill. It could have been a slaughter, but he turned his wheel. Well, Joe lost control and went into a skid. Well, he gave his life to save that bunch of kids. And there at the crossroad was the end of the line for Big Joe and Phantom 309. But every now and then, some hiker'll come by, and like you, Big Joe will give 'em a ride. Here, have another cup and forget about the dime. Keep it as a souvenir from Big Joe and the Phantom 309. What did you think? What did you think? You like it? All right. There's another one that he does. That's Red Solvine, by the way. There's another one that he does, and I'm going to try to make it through it without crying, because it's so easy to cry when I read through it. Cry when I read through it. Teddy Bear song lyrics, Red Solvine. See, if you don't say Red Solvine, you end up with Elvis Presley's Teddy Bear, and well, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? I was on the outskirts of a little southern town, trying to reach my destination before the sun went down. The old CB was blaring away on channel 19 when there came a little boy's voice on the radio line. And he said, Breaker 19, is there anyone there? Oh, come on back, truckers, and talk to Teddy Bear. Well, I keyed up the mic and said, you got it, Teddy Bear. And the little boy's voice came back on the air. Appreciate the break. Who we got out on that end? I told him my handle, and Then he began. Now, I'm not supposed to bother you fellers out there. Mama says you're busy and for me to stay off the air. But you see, I get kind of lonely and it helps to talk 'cause, well, that's about all I can do. I'm crippled and I can't walk. I came back and told him to fire up that mic and he could talk to me just as long as he liked. Well, this was my dad's radio, the little boy said, but I guess it's mine and Mama's now 'cause, well, my daddy's dead. Daddy had a wreck about a month ago. He was trying to get home in a blinding snow. Mama has to work now to make ends meet, and I'm not much help with my two crippled feet. She says not to worry, that we'll make it all right, but I can hear her crying sometimes late at night. You know, there's just one thing I want more than anything else to see. Oh, I know you guys are too busy to bother with me. But you see, my dad, he used to take me for rides when he was home, but I guess that's all over now since my daddy's gone. Not one brake came on that CB, and that little crippled boy talked with me. I tried hard to swallow a lump that just wouldn't stay down, as I thought about my own boy back in Greenville town. Well, Dad was going to take me and Mom with him later on this year. Why, I remember him saying, "Someday this old truck will be yours, Teddy Bear." But I know I'll never get to ride an 18-wheeler again. But this old base, it'll keep me in touch with my truck driving friends. Teddy Bear's going to back on out now and leave you alone 'cause it's about time for my mama to get on home. Well, I came back and I said, before you go 10-10, what's your home 20, my little CB friend? Well, he gave me his address, and I didn't hesitate one dime when I caught, because that hot load of freight was just going to have to wait. I turned that truck around on a dime, and I headed straight to Jackson Street, 229. As I rounded the corner, oh, I got one heck of a shock. 18-wheelers were lined up for a whole 3 city blocks. Why, I guess every driver for miles around had caught Teddy Bear's call, and the little crippled boy was having a ball. For as fast as one driver would carry him in, another would carry him out and to his truck and take off again. Well, you can guarantee that I took my turn at riding Teddy Bear, and then I carried him back in and put him down in his chair. And, buddy, if I never live to see happiness again, I want you to know that I saw it that day in the face of that little man. We took up a collection for him before his mama got home, and each driver said goodbye, and then they were all gone. He shook my hand with a mile-long grin, and he said, "So long, trucker, I'll catch you again." Well, I hit that interstate with tears in my eyes. I turned on the radio, and I got another surprise. "Breaker 19, came a voice on the air. "Just one word of thanks from Mama Teddy Bear. We wish each and every one of you a special prayer for you, 'cause, well, you just made my little boy's dreams come true. I'll sign off now before I start to cry. May God ride with you. 10-4, and goodbye." All right, well, that looks like it's pretty much it for me. Let's do the daily prayer. Today's devotion is called "Good for You," and good for you. That's right. If you're keeping up with the Bible in a year, today's Bible verses are going to be Genesis 4-6 and Matthew 2. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe and catch the Genesis 4-6 and Matthew 2. Today I'm going to be reading Proverbs 24:13-14. Because, like I said, if you want to read the daily devotion, you'll have to go to odb.org yourself. and sign in, and then that way you can give a little donation and read it. Because they've got their own narrated version of it, I'm not allowed to read it. And so, copyright issues, you know. But the Bible, it's not copyrighted. It's God's Word, and God wants you to spread the Word all over the place, and, well, I'm going to go ahead and do it because, well, that's my job right now. Anyway, Proverbs 24:13 through 14. Yep, that's Proverbs 34:13 through 14. That ain't right. Proverbs 24. Yeah, we'll try that again. Proverbs 24:13 through 14. Let's try that. It's just one verse, two verses. And it says, "Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Know also that wisdom is like honey for you. If you find it, there is a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off." And there you have it, Proverbs 24:13 and 14. Okie dokie, that does it for me. I'm going to have to back on off of here, and I'm going to say, well, goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. What? I said, goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. What? I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello, and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, come back and see me tomorrow because, well, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.